We fall, we break, we fail. But then, we rise, we heal, we overcome. I choose to live by choice, not by chance. To be motivated, not manipulated. To be useful, not used. To make changes, not excuses. To excel, not compete. I choose self-esteem, not self-pity. I choose to listen to my inner voice, not the random opinions of others. I choose to do the things others will not, so I can continue to do the things others cannot. Fate whispers to the warrior, "You cannot withstand the storm." The warrior replied, "I am the storm."
This is Doc's Daily Dose, and you are a warrior.
Well, hello, and welcome to Doc's Daily Dose. Now, as you can see, or maybe if you can't see because you're driving and you can hear the birds in the background, I'm not in my normal recording area. And there's two reasons for that. One, I wanted to give you a model of what I'm talking about. But two, also, I need it. I absolutely need it. This week and this last week have just been bananas, like non-stop ripping and running. And part of it with my work in VR is a lot of events. And I'm me at all times, but when you're meeting influencers and you're giving demos or you are representing a brand as an ambassador, you got to be on, right? So no matter what my mood is, no matter what's going on at home, I have to put on a smile and make sure that other people enjoy their experience, which is cool. I mean, it's part of what I get paid to do, right? But something interesting happened last week. Part of it was in my ripping and running. I was getting ready to give a talk to the Hesperia and Victorville Unified School Districts. I'm at-risk youth, which Cynthia and Lori, who are Supernatural members, kind of had Cynthia put together, and her and Lori reached out to ask me to come and speak to these kids, which was a wonderful experience. And my buddy, one of my great friends from since I was 12 years old, he had been trying to contact me for the last couple of days. He had called me while I was getting ready to go on stage, and I told him, like, I'm about to go talk to these kids. And, he just gave me some words of encouragement, said, be you, share the medicine. And then the next day he tried to call me again. And I was like, yeah, nah, I got this other thing I got to go do. And excuse that plane for flying over. And he's like, well, what's a good time? Like, I want to talk to you about this event that I'm going to. I think it might be of interest for you. And I said, probably not until after next week. Like, I'm pretty locked in with all the work I got, plus football practice and games. And there's a birthday party and there's this and that. And he said, cool, all good. I'll reach out to you after next week. And then about 30 seconds went by and he sent me another text that said, don't forget to breathe. How ironic, right? I'm the one who's always talking about breathing, paying attention to your life force. And now my weeks normally aren't this packed. They're not usually this crazy. But that's what it's been. And so I thought to myself, we're all dealing with a lot right now. And I say all as in folks in the United States, because obviously I live here. And there's all kind of stuff going on outside of the United States. But sometimes, we get compartmentalized because this is our world, this is our life. But whether it's, all of Acapulco in Mexico or all of North Carolina underwater, there's another hurricane about to affect Florida. And a lot of my graduate school students who have been emailing me like, I don't think we're going to have power. We're forced to evacuate. Like, can I not do this midterm? The election is upon us, and I'm not going to talk political, but how divisive that is. We've got all these different conspiracy theories floating around about what's going on. There's a new moon, an asteroid, right? Like, there's wars happening, and there's money being spent and money needed and relief needed. And there's just so many things going on in the world, or at least in our world. But even if you strip that away, even if you strip all that away, you still have so much on your plate on a daily basis. Whether it's picking the kids up, dropping them off, doing laundry, cooking dinner, getting your work done in time, hitting deadlines, little tasks here, running errands. And if you live in a crowded metropolitan city, like I do, just to go to the grocery store, the bank, drop off a few bills or pick something up and return something to the store, it takes hours on end. And just task list, check mark after check mark after check mark. And the days just start to pile up and pile up, and they become repetitive. And you start to feel like it's wash, rinse, repeat every day. And you're waking up at the same time, and you're trying to keep your self-care, and you're doing maybe even the workouts or the journaling or the meditation, but even it starts to feel mundane and routine. And that happens. And so when that happens, I have to take respite. I have to take respite. Nice rest and relaxation for myself, even if it's only 15, 20 minutes, to disconnect, to completely remove myself from everything that's going on and just be with myself. And so I got 3 ways that you can do that, right? And maybe even a 4th. But 3 ways that I do that feel free to steal what I do. The first one, typically every summer, though my buddy wanted to start doing alternating summers where he comes out here. But every summer I would go out to Iowa and see my friend who lives on 3 acres of land, him and his wife. They are on a gravel road. You can't really see the neighbors. There's no street lights. And the cell phone service and Wi-Fi is super poor, especially for my network because it's not really out there in the area. And I just disconnect for about 4 days. Right, I will figure out a way to connect the Wi-Fi at the end of the night to call home and check in on the family. But other than that, just no connection. And just be completely with myself or with my friend, help him do chores, help him build stuff, or go lay out in the hammock in the sun in the middle of August in Iowa and just enjoy or watch the fireflies at night. Right, but that does cost money. You have to have the ability to have the time to go and do those things. So that's not accessible to everyone all the time. I'm lucky enough and blessed enough to be able to do that. But there are easier ways, right? One of them I'm doing right now, which as soon as I get off here, also just didn't have time to make the podcast at my studio. And I said, I'm going to take this time and bring them to respite with me. I like to just go to a park, sit around, listen to the birds, listen to these squirrels over here and this tree on this fence, and just relax in the shade, feel the sunshine, come back to the shade, sit around. I'm not stretching. I'm not doing anything. I don't have any kind of task. I'm just chilling. I'm just relaxing. And even if my brain goes to those tasks, I try to redirect it back to whatever I'm looking at, whatever I'm focusing on, and just give myself 20 minutes of peace and quiet. You deserve that. You can take that time. I guarantee you there's 15 to 20 minutes in your day where you do something that's not productive for you, your mental health, your physical well-being, whether it's doom scrolling, watching something, sitting there just, flipping through magazines or whatever it may be. Take those 15 to 20 minutes instead of watching TV to step outside, go to the local park, sit down and relax. Take a load off. You deserve that. You put in so much work and effort for so many people. You help care for and support for so many people. You have to be willing to do that for yourself. It's so important. It helps energize you, rejuvenate you, right? Another one that I like, which is great for, early summer nights when it's still warm enough to just have a t-shirt and shorts on and the sunset's going down. I call them walks to nowhere. I will just walk out of the house and I will bring my watch. I won't bring my phone, right? And I'll just take off walking through the neighborhood. And when I get to a street corner, I decide, am I going to go right, left, or straight? And then I keep going. And then I keep making turns that I've never made before. And I see areas in my own neighborhood that I've driven past all my life or all the time I've been living there, or didn't even know that this part existed and that this was a cul-de-sac, or there was a school right around the corner here, or look at this house with these beautiful decorations, or where did that house come from? This is gorgeous, right? Look at this neighborhood, look at this street. And I'll walk for about 30 to 35 minutes and then look at my watch and go, okay, my walk to nowhere is up. I'm going to turn around and take a direct route right back home. And I let my mind wander, and I just observe and I watch and pay attention to all the things around me and just get locked into that moment for myself, right? So there are 3 options right there that you can do to take respite. Get the hell out of Dodge. Go somewhere where you're not going to be bombarded by stimulation, bombarded by technology, and disappear for a few days. It's okay. Everyone's going to be fine. They'll be fine. You can come back and fix everything after that. Don't worry about it, okay? And if you don't have the means to do that or the time to do that, we'll take 15 to 20 minutes and get outside. Go for the walk to nowhere. Go to a park and sit down and just relax. And let me tell you something. If you can't take 15 minutes to relax, there's a bigger issue at hand. You have to be able to just sit there in boredom. And when you start to really enjoy it, it's no longer boring. I enjoy this moment where there's nothing on my plate, no task that I have to fulfill at the moment. As soon as this is over, I can get back to that to-do list. Taking out that 15 minutes for yourself at least once a week, that is not going to be an emergency situation that you're going to have to fix later on. You can give yourself 15 minutes. Think about it. There's 24 hours in a day. Let's just say you're awake for 12 of them. 12 times 7 for what? You got 84? 84 hours and you can't give yourself 15 minutes? 84 hours and you can't give yourself 15. That's a problem. Take your respite. And here's one that's even simpler. If you just can't bring yourself to give the 15 minutes, I want you to do it with me right now. Like my brother said, to breathe. Now, if you're driving, pull over or wait till you get somewhere. But throughout your day, when you find yourself ripping and running and you're just bouncing off the walls back and forth, I just want you to stop, put everything in your pockets, stay still. And with me now, deep breath in through the nose. Fill the belly, then the chest with air. Exhale, releasing all the oxygen. Breathe in and release. Feel the life coursing through your body. Breathe in. Feel it? Me too. These fighting squirrels don't feel it though. I hope you take my advice. You deserve some time to yourself. And me, I'm going to finish up the rest of my time before I pick up my kid here to just sit in this park and watch these 2 squirrels fight over a nut. I appreciate you, and much love always.
Be grateful for adversity, for it forces the human spirit to grow. For surely, the human character is formed not in the absence of difficulty, but in our response to difficulty.
Thank you for listening to Doc's Daily Dose. I truly appreciate you. The ability to be honest and show strength and vulnerability doesn't happen without you pressing play. If you've got any suggestions, any ideas, or simply want to help make this show bigger and better, at the end of the show notes here, please feel free to donate and support Doc's Daily Dose. If you've got any questions that you want me to answer on the podcast, well, hit me up. A simple email, coachdoc@muchlovealways.com. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter on muchlovealways.com and check out anything else on the website. Again, I'm truly thankful for you. Much love always.